lemon and blueberry scones. We're still on June the 16th. My friend's been, and he had a lovely birthday. Yeah. He's been out to really had fish and chips in another place that he said's even cheaper, so I'm going to try that next time on the corner, the green one. So, in Real. And he saw some nice things in a second-hand shop, he said. So, now we're going to make lemon and blueberry scones. Oh my word. It's been off today, hasn't it? I've missed most of it. So, here's my cooker and there's my old-fashioned scale. Note to self, need new scale. There's my book. Okay. So we're going to put that there while I make the scones for show people. Right, so I've already done the lemon. I've already got the blueberries and all that. Well, I did have. Oh, they're over here. Yes. This food can go away now, and then I'm going to sort out my freezer and put the veg away. I like to prep. And look at my psychic predictions. So this glass shows up everything. I don't care what I look like. I'm not interested in that. You have to like me as I am. I don't care. It's not the best dress. I don't really suit this colour. I did when I got it, but I don't now. But I don't care. I'm just cooking it. I need my foxy apron back on for the start. I tucked my hair back because when I'm cooking, my hair gets everywhere. We don't want it in the scones. It'll only probably be me who's eating them. So, let's get going. Now with this one, so I'm going to turn the oven down to 180 because it got too hot last time. So let's see. Set oven 220 it says, but mine's a fan oven. So I'll put slightly, I'll put it to 200 for now. Right. Grease the baking sheet on there. Sift together or mix well the flour, salt, cream of tartar. Oh no, I'm not using cream of tartar. I'm buying carbonate of soda. I am just using 8 ounces of flour. And it says use plain. But I am using self-raising. Because I can't be bothered waiting. So that's a better sip actually. We used to have this little table in Homecraft and it had like a mixer bowl in and a little drawer with a palette knife and all that, and there was 2 that could sit there and you could make pastry, and there was 2 stools either side and it had a bowl in, a sieve in, everything you need for cooking. Palette knife. Okay, I'm just going to get my flour. So this one is 8 ounces. Now this kitchen's going to be an unholy mess after all tidying it up. But I don't mind. Right, so there's the flour. Let me just see, that's 8 ounces. Maybe a bit more. It's hard to tell. Well, that looks like 8 ounces. Right, so we're going to put the 8 ounces in the sieve. These shouldn't take as long as the cake. I'm better prepared now. So we're just going to have to let that go. Could do with the lights on really so I can see what that went through quick. Does it say a pinch of salt? Yeah, pinch of salt. I've got numerous salt things in them. I need to tie some shelves in the kitchen or something. I need that magnetic thing for my fridge, I think. Pinch of salt. And then it says, sieve and together, add, rub in the margarine. Well, I'm using butter, and that's going to be 2 ounces. So I don't know what I've done with my butter. It's about somewhere. I've put it over here. Oh, here it is. I just need 2 ounces of that, so I can't even see that. We don't want it on the knife. So basically, off this butter. Well, we're having some fun today. Right. 2 ounces of butter. Yeah. Wrap it up. Wow. So I'm going to have to take everything out that freezer at the top and rearrange it so I can put my new stuff in. So the stuff I froze is things like cauliflower, carrots. So I'll go here. So what I do is I chop up the butter before I start rubbing it in. Do you want to know what, I'm sure a lot of you know what rubbing in. For them who don't, I'll show you in a minute when I've done it. I cut them as small as I can because otherwise you're there all day rubbing it in. You've got to rub it till it's like fine breadcrumbs. So I'll show you what rubbing in is. It's the rubbing in method, it's called. I think I'm a lot healthier after eating all this fresh food. But it's okay, I'm not in a beauty contest, I'm cooking. So, and I'm losing weight, but it's going to take time. I'm not going to be taking a fat, a fat jab, whatever they're called. Just extra. Man, all this moving, all I've done all weekend is be busy. So this is, look, I'm going to show you what rubbing in is. So there we are, look. Oh my God, it's going to be hard to show. Rubbing in is basically just getting the margarine between your fingers and the flour and rubbing it in. Now these are going to have blueberries in it. So I don't know how many, probably 2 ounces. You put currants in us, you can put anything in. This is the basic scone mixture, really. So I look Russian, don't I? Or Irish, or I'd make a good nun. Once I wanted to be a nun, you know. I saw this film, it was about 40, mum laughed her head off. You know, because I liked boys. My downfall there. Well, I still like boys, but you know, men. Just been talking to a lovely lady. And she's met a nice man. Been with him a long time now. So I'm in Aries, so we'll have to start looking out for a Leo or a Sag. There's a few star signs I will be avoiding, that's for sure. I'm sure it's not really a matter of that though. You mean, don't worry about that because all your planets are in different placements. So, for instance, I've got Sun in Aries, Aries rising. Did you hear that? I'm not alone in this. I'm alone in this flat white, but I'm not alone if you know what I mean. Did you hear that? I'm going to have to investigate what that was. There's someone here with me listening. I mean, my mother. Oh, wow. It was just a dustpan and brush falling. Here I am making lemon and blueberry scones. Scone. And what you do after this, add the sugar. How much sugar? About 2 ounces maybe? I won't be using half a pint of milk. You want the scones sloppy but not too, you know. I'm not going to put no baking powder in, but if you can, it will make them rise. think your oven needs to be quite hot for these. It's going to take about less than 10 minutes, I think. How long does it say? 12 to 14 minutes, so there you go. So I'll be turning this down when I've made them. Once or two, yeah, it's 200 already, so I'm going to turn it right down. So about 180 on this oven. Because we know this oven gets very hot and burns things, don't we? So I need it about 20 degrees lower for anything else. Depends what you're cooking, really. For bread it would be good, but probably burn that, cook it too quick. So, do you want to see what I mean by fine breadcrumbs? So, it's starting to... Now I've got to go. I'm not going to use vanilla sugar this time. I'm just going to use ordinary because we're having lemon in it. And blueberries. They sell these in the Farmer's Arms, which is around the corner from me. Oh, the way this is going, I should be getting on those trousers that don't fit me. I've got some lovely leopard skin jeans. Well, you know, I'm just relaxed. This is what I look like. And I can glam up like any woman. But I don't think I'm bad for 63, but I don't think... There was a lady here before, she's 76, she looks about 10 years younger and she's lovely looking though. She was very beautiful. She had a bit of a bad life until she was in her 40s. Right, let's carry on. Oh yeah, I need the sugar, don't I? I'm standing here for like that. Like it's going to come to me. Now this hasn't got... Oh, that's got vanilla in it as well. Oh, that's vanilla sugar. All I've got is vanilla sugar. No, we don't want vanilla sugar. We want it without the vanilla in. They've both got it. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, I need one of those magnetic things to put on the side of the fridge that holds jars. Now, this one says use 1.5 ounces sugar. Now I'm going to use 2 ounces of sugar. Okay. That's 4 ounces. We don't want that, do we? No. That's right. That's about 2 ounces. That's right. Maybe an extra half. There we go. And again, it's all gone hard. It's all right in a storage jar. I love my storage jars. I look to kill that. I don't want all my stuff there. Someone was being kind, you know, putting my stuff in one go because they need washing, but I don't like it. They're in my way, you see. So they really enjoyed the cake, my friend. And here's a box. Yeah. That's to go in the bin. I'll need that flour for later. I'm not going to get no baking powder. I use that to wash the cups with and wash the tea stains out. I wish I had a dishwasher, but I haven't, so. I haven't. So we're going to get the sugar. But I'd rather this than here going in things I'm making. Main thing is when you get older that you have your health, because that's the most precious thing, and that you live your life the way you want to live it. Be yourself, do things you enjoy. So that's the sugar. Now we're going to put the lemon rind in, so I'm going to mix that with my fingers. Hands are clean, I did wash them beforehand. So here's the lemon rind. I'm going to put it all in. All in. I'm not going to put lemon juice in it because it will sour the milk. We don't want sweet and sour scones, do we? So lemon and the blueberries are going to go lovely in this. Oh, a lot of washing up to do. But I don't mind. Gives me something to do, doesn't it? And there's more sugar. I've got the blueberries, yes. So I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to cut them in 4, I think. I'm going to use... I'm really going to mix this up. So I think you've got to put the fruit in, usually dried beforehand, you know, but this is going to be fresh blueberries. I bought them from Nasty Valley Veg. This is the perfect thing for them. So I need 2 ounces of them. That's probably all of them, innit? Let's try it. Oh no, that's 4 ounces. So I only want 2. Otherwise it'd be too heavy. And the rest I'll have on porridge in the morning. We'll have 1 more. Oh, there's not many. Maybe 1 more. And that will be the last one then. I'm putting these in the fridge, I don't want them to go off. Out already. The cake actually, it was lovely, you know. Slightly overdone, but it was lovely. So now we're going to, oh, this skull keeps coming out. We're going to cut the berries. Now I don't want to cut them where I'm going to roll out the scone, do I? So where am I going to put this a minute there? So I don't want to cut them where I'm rolling out the scone. So I'm going to get another chopping board and cut the berries up. That's all I need to do now. That's going to have to be washed. Oh my god. Starting to flake. And then I've got all that washing to fold up and put away. I don't iron it unless I need it. Yeah, it's a good job I'm using another board because it makes a mess. And they've all gone down there and fell off when I showed you that. You can see them anyway. They need to be about the size of raisins, so I'm going to cut each one in half. They're making a lovely mess. Oh my gosh. But you can't make them whole. Wow, the juice in them berries. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to eat a berry. Well, they're nice. I suppose you could put whatever fruit you want in a scone. I've got fresh cherries there. But these are lemon and blueberries. So I'm going to put these in my scone mixture. Oh, I'm going to try and use that juice off the berries. Oh, a mess. I wish my new bowl would come. That bowl I've got there is too small to wash your dishes in. This bowl I'm getting is going to fit my sink here. Probably too big for the sink. But it's got handles on. It hasn't come yet. Should have been here by now, I guess. So anyway, I've mixed all the berries in. And now we're going to add the milk. Now it says use half a pint. Now that might be a little much. So we're only going to use a quarter of that. And I'll know the constituency myself. And then I can always add, as I said, you can add, but you can't take away. So, a quarter pint, half a pint is about, that's 4 ounces, isn't it? I'm only going to use them. Using the fresh milk that I froze. The fresh milk turned out quite alright actually, frozen. I'm using a quarter, and again I'm going to use a knife. You probably need more milk than this, but I'm not going to put half of this in, or more than half, and hope it all mixes in. I don't think you'd want half a pint in it. So I'm looking forward to going to the disco on Thursday with my daughter-in-law Amy. She's getting married soon to my son. They'll be the first married in the family of my son's. Sort of exciting, isn't it? Oh my god, you wouldn't want half a pint of milk in that, I don't think so. It'd be too, you know. Now you're going to have to get really messy hands here. Oh yeah, because the blueberries are quite, you know, they've got a lot of juice in them, haven't they? Well, that's just perfect, that. You'll have to make yourself another cup of tea with the milk that's left over. In my mind, it might not, because it's got egg in it. As well, a tiny bit of egg. Because that was what I mixed the egg in. I just left it like that so the scones got a tiny bit of egg. Don't have to do that, but anyway, I think that's perfect. Because God, you wouldn't want half a pint of milk. You wouldn't even want a quarter. I used a bit less than a quarter. Okay. And now we're going to flour the board. Now, what I'm going to have to do is try and move everything over out my way. So I need that out of my way, which is the milk. I'll be serving a cup of tea after this. That out of the way. Oh, there was more milk on the little jug, I forgot about that. Maybe I'll have a camp coffee with hot milk. So I'm going to have to get, I can't put my hands in that. So, we're going to make the board floury. We're going to move them out of the way. Have to be washed now. The lemon. Where's the rolling pin? Oh, I don't know what I did with the rolling pin. Oh, there it is. So again, while the scones are cooking, I'm going to sort out my freezer. So we're going to get the mixture. I don't think we need that flour open now, so I'm going to close it and put it in its container. Now, what I'm going to do here is with floury hands, I'm going to knead the dough. You certainly wouldn't want less than a quarter, but just under a quarter of a pint of milk in that. Otherwise, it'd be very sloppy. Now, one of my in-laws once said, well, one of my auntie-in-law once said, Auntie Kat said, it was best making a sloppy scone mixture. Now, this is sloppy, but not too sloppy. Oh, God. Oh, she was, she was born in 1928. She used to come out with all the saying. I know what her favourite programme was. Catchphrase. Oh, again, you see, he's left all them glasses like that now. He was trying to help, but it's not really a help. That can go over there. God, I can't even, I can't move my scarf up. Now, first of all, I'm just going to start with half of this dough. Okay? Because it's I don't want it too thick. I don't want to roll it out too thin, so maybe 1/4 of an inch thicker. So this is the dough. Mouldy old dough. If only I could put music on it, but you can't. So I might share a song that would go with it. Don't want to be copyrighted. So we're going to roll out the scone mixture to about 1/4 of an inch. Maybe I could have used the whole thing, I don't know. So I don't know how big I want them. About that big, I think. I like them with the crinkly edge. So that might be a bit thin, I don't know, but we'll see. So, these are now going on the baking sheets. I don't know how many it'll make. Makes 12 to 14, okay. So it was nice having visitors. I've had a new visitor to my flat today, a lady called Pam. So that was nice. She lives down the road in Ritten. She can come in anytime she likes. I really enjoyed her company. We had a good chat. Poor Chris got left out a bit though. You know, it's like 2 women. So this is my last scone. I've rolled this out a bit thicker, we'll see. They should rise, you see. I think you want it about that thick, to be honest. That's about 1/4 of an inch. This ain't gonna make 14 though. It would little ones. I might try a smaller one. No, look at the size of that. I don't want that big, do we? So now we're gonna be kneading this dough. And it's very, I have to say, God, any more milk, it would have been like, you know, cereal, what you could have to do with a spoon. You couldn't have made a scone out of it. So, this is lovely and messy, isn't it? I don't think I want it any thinner than that, see. I think to make 14, you'd have to make quite a double the quantity. 1. Not that thick. It's only going to make about 6, 7, maybe 8. So here we are. I'm just kneading the last of the dough. I don't know what they're like because I've never made lemon and blueberry scones before. I just fancy, I usually put raisins or currants in them or sultanas. Sultanas, no, I like sultana scones, but I'm going to have this with some cream on or jam and cream. What flavour jam? You'd want sort of, I might have to go down the road to get Java jam. I've only got strawberry and raspberry. You want a dark one, don't you, with this? Or maybe I'll try one with butter as well. So after I've done this and I've tied it up, I'll go down the road to the Morrison's stable and see what jam they've got, I think. So I might roll these out a bit thinner. I'm still going to use this cutter. These were my auntie-in-law's cutters. I had lots of cutters over the years. It's a lot quicker than making the cake, isn't it? And I might as well stay on while I'm waiting for them to cook. It's only going to take 14 minutes at the most. That's quite a thick one. That's going to rise. So, look at this. I'm making a diddy scone. Don't waste nothing. You never know. Every little bit helps. And I'll take this stupid scarf off in a minute. I really need a tiny scone. That's just going to be for me to taste it. Maybe with a bit of butter when it goes cold. A diddy scone. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to put them straight in the oven it says 20 to 5 on my clock, so it must be about 20 to 6. And I'm going to put them straight in the oven and start my tidying. So I'll probably make myself a camp coffee, swap up one of them scones. I like hot milk in it. My mum used to make me camp coffee. So in the oven they go, and again, I've only got the one shot. Oh. Ah. Ah. Oh my, I dropped a fork, someone's coming. Ah. Let's wash the hands first. Oh my god, I hate dirty hands. What do you think I don't like to, you know, what can you do? So let's just check the pan. We'll look attentive. I'm just washing my hands, that's what I'm doing. Oh my god. It doesn't look like I'll be going to the bingo tonight. I was going to go to the bingo in the community hall that we have at the flats, but I don't think I'm going to bother. Not this week. Plus you need £10 and I can't find my cards and I can't find my phone thing. So I'm going to, first of all, put the flour away. I'm going to try and tidy up a little bit. Putting the flour in this jar over here. This jar over here. I don't empty the flour into it, I just put it in as packet. So I'm squeezing it in. Gosh. So, the third and final bowl. Well, first of all, before I do anything else, I'm going to have to tidy up. Just a bit before I sort that freezer. Freezer won't take me long, I'm going to have to rearrange it, aren't I? I've got two freezers, I've got a fridge freezer and a freezer. I could just do with a bigger fridge freezer, I guess. But I'm not spending no more money. I wanted to live as cheap as I could in this flat. So, I got what I could when I could. You know? So I bought the cheaper version, but I like Bush. Don't know why. So this will have to go in the bigger bin. There's still a bit of dough left there, but what can you do? I'll have to move that tomorrow. Oh my god. I'm flagging. There are an angle, them scones. I can't really open the oven, they don't rise. Anyway, I'll pull a plate away. Oh, it's a big oval plate to put the meat on. That lives down here. So I'm going to have to get right down to do that. There's no way that's going to go. Oh god, it's too heavy for them. These plates were bought in Lincolnshire and they were thought to be China. They've got quite a big set. They're not my type of plates. I wouldn't have picked them. They're old fashioned. I like them all the modern. Whoa. So, wow. So I'm just going to put this in water soak. What I do in my mixing bowls is I put them in cold water. There's a sieve I use before. And then I put them in washing up liquid. So let's put the milk back. I froze that and it was okay. It hasn't gone washy or nothing like that. Quite nice. So you can freeze milk, but I just want a little. Add it now. Right. So this is the freezer I'm going to sort out. I wonder if I'll do it in time. I'll be having that on Wednesday. It's called my big cheese pie. I got that from the veg shop. Ice pops. Just a thing for this weather. Sausage. Bacon. I'll get some out actually. No. Not yet. There's some scones my son bought me ages ago, but I've frozen them so they're all okay. There's a flatbread. Oh my god. These are some carrots I froze earlier. Well, by the time I've done this, the scones should be done. That's that spicy soup I made that time. And I put two chilli flakes in. It's lovely though, but it's rather, you know, spicy, to say the least. So I just need to get all this out. That's a bit of mashed potato. Baby carrots. Some old barley cakes. And a pea. I put a tie on the pea now. Because it kept falling out every time I went in the bleeding thing. So these can come out. Now, I'll be doing them for time. Not long. I have to look in the oven. Right. Let's put the bigger thing in first. The pie. Frozen pastry. That can go down to the pie. What's next? Oh yeah, there's the bacon and sausage here. Oh, they smell lovely already, you know. I hadn't turned it down, had I? There we go, turn it down. I don't want to do it too quick. Scones. Cauliflower, frozen. I'm going to make cauliflower cheese with that. I can go there. Anything else flat like that? Warm cakes. I'll put them. I've got some rolls somewhere. There. These hot dog rolls can go in. Now then, the chips. Oh, go in. Carrots and all the new vegetables. Close. In the freezer. They'll be lovely. They'll freeze nice. I'll put them in before the chips actually. Oh my god. They're all different sizes, you see. Some are for 2 people, some are for 1. They don't feel like cooking carrots and turnips, do you? Sometimes. Chips are up there. Now, I need them. Up there. Flatbread. The flatbread can go down there. And that's too big spot right, yeah? More on things. Oh yeah, just need a tidy up. Yeah. Be a glass of onion rings. All they parsnips. freezing your own stuff, isn't it? Things like these. Time to look in a minute. Oh yeah. There's problem there. Bacon. Sausage. Bacon. That's not bad. Oh, and the ice pops, of course. Oh, yeah. The ice pops. Oh, I see. The ice pops need to go in. And then the bacon. And then the sausage. Bacon might be better at the bottom, wouldn't it? Maybe. Only room in that bit for the ice pops now because I've got chicken in there, see? So let's have a look now. Right, it's time to look. Let me get my oven. I don't know how to with the oven gloves. This will be up and find them as well. Oh, there they are. So let's have a look. Oh, and there's the soup. I forgot to put the soup in. I'm turning them around. Not quite done yet. I'd say another few minutes. I forgot the soup. Where's that gonna go? Yeah. Oh. I don't know like this. Oh. I don't know. That sort of needs a flatter surface. I have to say the scones are smelling lovely. Maybe I've forgotten nothing now. Am I actually? Let me see. Oh, what I'm gonna wear. I might have the lamb left over. I forgot to give him the bone for a dog. Oh. Right. Oh. Now, it's time to do. And I've got the ice. I forgot the ice. Where am I going to put them things? I hate these things. It can be a nuisance, can't it? They can fall out. They're like things you put in your lunch bag. Get them in now. I knew we could get something, didn't you? Maybe I can get them now. No, not really. No. Maybe the little ones. You know, the little ones will go in. But the big ones, maybe. Oh God. Flatbed. If you're having fun, watching me struggle with this. God. All I've got to do is get the flatbread in. I like this bread too. They're not now then. So where's that going to go then? And now we're going to have to do some dishes. And I'm not going to keep them on for that. I'm going to wait until the scones are finished. I need to get them out now. I don't want them to burn. I'm going to turn the oven off first of all. Turn it off at the wall. Oh my God. Well, they look done. I don't think you'd want them done any more than that. They haven't risen very much though. I don't know why. I can't seem to get my scones to rise lately. Anyone know why? Let me know. I'll see what they tell. I'm sure they're nice though. Maybe I've rolled them out too thin. But anyway. Not too bad. Yeah, you need double the quantity to make 12 or 14. Unless you use a very small scone cusser. So we're going to end in a minute with this. So these are lemon and blueberry, hot scones. Do you want to see them? Lemon and blueberry. So I think I have to roll them out thicker. You want them about that size. They have risen, but it doesn't look like they've risen much. And again, the oven was a bit hot and left them in a minute too long. But they'll be okay.